Welcome to Los Angeles. Lights, camera, action, emphasis on lights in the greater Hollywood area as the USC Trojans set to open another season tonight. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. Fair catch called for and made. Set on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. Back to throw, it's Ware. Makes the ground. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past, and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, you know, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me there, RD.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Feeling some heat. They get to him as he throws. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. That is no good. After the miss, no change in the score. After the miss on the 47-yard field goal attempt, they'll put it in play from their own 30-yard line. Give to the back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Tulane right back to the line. just feeds the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Back to pass, it's Cook. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding this receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Finds a man in the middle. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll try the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, it's Ware. Fires to the right. That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Trying to get to him. And it's caught! Touchdown USC!
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. On the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing a negative play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air, using the quick game. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Wants to throw. It's Cook. Got his man downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Bringing it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about...
Looking deep down the right side. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything they gets near him, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Looking to throw, it's Cook. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Makes the catch and knocked down.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this: we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap. You can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Trojans will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Knight. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, it's out. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back.
Man, it's so hard to keep the rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around, he's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Gives it to the back on the draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Power football with the run. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the chains for the first down.
Man, who says you can't run the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Second and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Buffalo may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from UB Stadium every time. The Bulls have been racking up road wins since the Bob Deming days, and they'll get another one today. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Tulane right back to the line.
Well, it's an unfortunate drop by the tight end there, and he's a guy they just have not been able to get him involved in this football game. We're here in the second half, and this guy still doesn't have a catch.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Dropping back, it's Ware. Getting some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Massey. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37.
USC 21, Tulane 3.
Trying to pick up a first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They move the tight end all over. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized. Line gets set, first down. Looking downfield, it's Cook. Fires left. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Takes it the other way. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Let's go! Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. No good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game.
And, man, this kicker is now 0 for 3 in this game, and you got to wonder what his confidence is like right now. He's cost his team 9 points so far.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Sends it downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll try to do it himself.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Coming after him. At the 45 on his way. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football.
And they got him for the sack.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
To throw, it's Cook. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page, and you got to know when to throw that curl route It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks so the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page, getting some positive yards.
You know, the tight end's got to do a better job getting his depth on the route. He's running out to the perimeter of the field, but he's got to get further downfield. He caught that pass behind the line of scrimmage, got tackled, and as a result, it's a negative play.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Here comes the offense on second down. Now the play fake. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell the defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. Working that left side now. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the... Can anyone catch him? Running inside the 20. Touchdown Trojans! And the route is on.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field. This kind of win week one sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Cal is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that has not been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up by 21 over the Sharks. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Cook. They're trying to get to it. He's got the tight end.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more...
Going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. But that last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.